Hey guys, so this is what happened in this week. No. We aren't doing that here anymore. Let's be better than that. Let me be better than that. Axivon here, and let's discuss Chainsaw Man Chapter 107 and 108. Because I'm lazy and couldn't stream and make a video last week. To be fair though, there wasn't much to talk about in last week's chapter due to it being predominantly fights, so...
Eat my shorts.
We will make quick work of it though, since Chapter 108 is the real meat and potatoes of the content. Chapter 107 has Yoru and Yuko duking it out, and let me mention real quick, I can't wait for Yuko to get the hell out of here. I can't tell y'all how many times I mix up Yuko and Yoru, and it causes me to re-record so much. It happened this time. I'm sick of it. Anyway, the important part to note in this chapter is that anything that belongs to Asa and Yoru can be turned into a weapon. Not just living things, but inanimate objects as well. Coming at the cost of being considerably weaker. Or so we thought last week. Dun dun dun. Pretty sure I was supposed to, whatever. The chapter finishes with Yoru releasing control to Asa, an honestly unexpected move based on how Yoru has been characterized so far. She likes to be in control when it comes to fighting and always doubts Asa's strength. So her giving control over indicates at least a better plan than what's currently happening, since the pencil spear didn't do much. I think one of the funniest parts is how this panel relates to chapter 108, because now we have the knowledge of what Asa is thinking about. That's really it for 107 though. As I said, quick chapter, mostly fighting. Might have made some good predictions for 108, but I don't need to do that. I've already read 108. Let's talk about it. One key thing in the chapter is the reveal of the new devil. We'll talk about that later, because oh boy is that huge. First things first though, it's brought up that the contract between Yuko and the Justice Devil must have cost her something. Yuko says that she didn't give anything. She only got a heart that shines with the light of justice. I think what this contract with the Justice Devil takes away from them is their sense of morality. In both cases of a contract being made with the Justice Devil, the characters remained pretty much the same, but more instinctual. And justice without morality can definitely cause gruesome situations like this. Without morality, determining the extent of punishment based on the severity of the crime becomes much more difficult. It also takes away her reasoning. In 107, when the devil hunters from the club attack her, she says that they are ganging up on her, therefore, in a sense, bullying her. And to her, in that case, they deserved death. The fact that they retain their character and purpose makes it seem like they're still in control, just unregulated. Asa then transforms her clothes into a weapon, spending the rest of the chapter in her underoos. I know all the weebs are like this after reading this chapter. I digress though. Asa tries to hit Yuko with the school uniform sword, and it gets swatted out of her hand, seeming to do nothing, until Yuko's instantly chopped up like sashimi. And this brings us to another important decision, because even Yoru is surprised by this. The power of a weapon created isn't depicted by a person's closeness to Asa or Yoru, but more by the importance of what is used to create that weapon. As Asa states that her mom bought that uniform for her before she died. It was something that Asa had a fondness for. The bond to her mother and the importance of that item caused it to be more powerful. This is a huge power spike for Asa, because if she would have hit Denji with that, it would have been over with. Knowing what we know now though, there is the possibility that a human that Asa turns into a weapon that shares just as important of a bond could be phenomenally more powerful. That's something I can't wait to see. Yuko's dying though. And of course, Asa is sad. She didn't mean to hit her that hard, but that's when Asa is approached by a mysterious girl, asking if Asa wants her to save her. The girl walks up saying, "Anything for my little sister." And holy shit, we have another horseman on the scene. Just to clarify this information though, while it was never specifically stated, Makima, the control devil, was the first horseman, also known as the conquest devil. We've also met War, which, if you didn't notice, the one thing that Yoru and Makima have in common are their eyes, which you can't see mine. Those eyes seem to be unique to the horsemen, as no other devils have been characterized to have those circles in their eyes. So that leaves this horseman with either being death, famine, or conquest. I've seen a lot of people speculating that it's hunger. But answer me this. How the hell would hunger be able to bring people back to life? The argument is that her earrings have the scales that are usually depicted with images of hunger. I feel like that's a reach though. Her earrings don't look like scales. They look more like Pochita's tail. A possible fan of Chainsaw Man. Maybe? This leads into the possibility of it being Nayuta, the new Control Devil, the little girl that was with Denji at the end of part 1. I feel like death and control are a far greater chance than hunger. When Nayuta was introduced, she had already aged rapidly to be about 5 years old. So it's completely possible that she looks old enough to go to school with Denji now. Hair dye is also another easy explanation for the difference in hair. But the fact that they don't look like scales and that she revives someone, I'm going to go with the fact that we just met Death for right now. And oh boy, I don't even know how to begin contemplating her powers. Like, Death is kind of insane in any medium when characterized. I just know Fujigoto is going to go nuts with this character. The chapter ends though with the Devil Hunter showing up and Yuko busting out of the school as just a head 20 times bigger than she was. So, for one, those Devil Hunters are certainly dead. I don't see anything else happening but Denji showing up to take Yuko down. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. I think Death might just end up being the main antagonist against Asa and Denji. It is completely possible that Asa blames Chainsaw Man for Yuko's change. There's gotta be a reason they put such a heavy emphasis on the amount that Yuko idolizes him. That's all for this chapter though. Let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments. Up next, I found a pretty cool semi-anime series about the meaning of life on Netflix. I'm hoping to have that out and completed before the next chapter, so look forward to that. And I'll be working on the Castlevania Season 2 video real soon. Finally, I know. So get ready for that. As always, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. Oh, and one more tease. Soon, we'll be going in depth and talking about the Control Devil herself. Peace.